Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our workshop for today, Navigating City Contracting Opportunities, presented by Councilmember Hugo Soto Martinez. We're very excited to share some useful information with you all today, and we hope to inspire you. We've got some excellent presenters, and our intention really is to support you in the pursuit of public contracting opportunities in the city of Los Angeles. So I will just quickly take us to the agenda slide. This webinar, this workshop, is part of the CDAP, which is short for the Contractor Development and Bonding Program. And we're, of course, looking forward to sharing about this regionally sponsored program that is incredibly useful to the contractor and also at no cost to the contractor because it is sponsored by the city of LA. So we're also excited to welcome presenters, as you can see here, from LAWA, Los Angeles World Airports, from Public Works, the Bureau of Contract Administration, and from LADWP, the Department of Water and Power. So they will all share about how to do work with their different programming, certifications, different things that you can do to get ahead. And then we will, of course, have some time at the very end for Q&A, which you can direct towards all of our different very well-informed presenters. But throughout the program, if you have any questions that you'd like to direct towards the CDAP, you can go ahead and use the Q&A feature and put those in the chat. And we will have a CDM, a Contract Development Manager, which you'll find out about actually during our presentation. But we'll have a CDM today is Renata Torres, answering those questions in the chat as we move through the workshop. And then if there's any other questions or concerns, you can go ahead and put those in the general chat and we'll help you out. So before we get into the presentations, it's my pleasure to share a warm welcome from Councilmember Hugo Soto Martinez. Just a bit about Councilmember Martinez. He represents the City Council District 13, which includes some of Los Angeles's most vibrant and diverse neighborhoods and business communities, including Hollywood, East Hollywood, Echo Park, Silver Lake, Thai Town, Little Armenia, and Atwater Village. So throughout his time in office, Councilmember Soto Martinez and his team have placed such a strong emphasis on supporting local communities, workers, and small businesses, and expanding access, of course, to economic opportunity. So that commitment truly aligns with this program and with what we are trying to accomplish through this program by helping small and diverse contractors get better access to opportunities to do business with the city and to really compete up there with those larger firms. So Councilmember Soto Martinez could not be here with us today, and we're very appreciative for the work that we did with his team and to get a welcome video for you all. So I will go ahead and share that now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hugo Soto Martinez, council member for the 13th District in the city of Los Angeles. It's a pleasure to welcome you, the contractors, entrepreneurs, and small businesses that help drive opportunity and economic growth throughout Los Angeles, to today's outreach workshop. Before joining the City Council, I spent many years as a union organizer, advocating for working people and helping create pathways to economic opportunity. That commitment continues today as we work to ensure that city investments create real benefits for local businesses, workers, and communities. That's why I'm pleased to partner with Merriweather and Williams and the Contractor Department and Bonding Program for today's workshop. CDAP provides valuable resources that help small businesses grow and compete for public contracting opportunities, including bonding assistance, contract financing, technical support, and connections to prime contractors and public agencies. This is an important time to get engaged and prepare for regional investments and the opportunities leading up to the 2028 games. There will be increasing demand for qualified contractors and businesses ready to participate. We want those opportunities to be accessible to local businesses, emerging firms, and entrepreneurs from every part of our city. So whether you're looking to secure your first public contract or expand your existing portfolio of work, I encourage you to take advantage of the information, resources, and networking opportunities available today. We want you
I tried to pause it and restart it, but it didn't let me. And then I was like, everything's going to be okay because we can hear the audio, but that's not the case. So hold on one moment, please. Goodness. Okay, just to take you all along on this tech journey, I just had to force quit PowerPoint and now I am opening it again. And now I will reshare the screen. Should I try to do it again? Let's move on and I'll play it again at the end because I would hate for it to stop the PowerPoint one more time. So with that, I will say we did get through a little bit of it and we're very excited to get into sharing about the program.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hugo.
So I will welcome Carlos Ray, the Assistant Client and Community Relations Manager with the CDAP program with Meriwether and Williams to share with you all about this wonderful program. Welcome, Carlos.
Thank you, Christy, and great. I haven't done this before. You handled that with such grace and class. So thank you for navigating us through that. We can go to the next slide. So I'm here to talk about the Contractor Development and Bonding Program. Just put a thumbs up in the chat if you can, if you've heard about it. Put some eyes or emoji in the chat if you haven't heard about it. But this is a Los Angeles County Contractor Development and Bonding Program. So we'll get right into it. All right, so a little bit about Meriwether and Williams. We're by trade a full service property and casualty insurance firm. We do other types of insurance as well, as also line of risk management, specialty programs, and we do space safety and loss prevention. We're probably most known for bonding, technical assistance, and contract finance programs. That's all up and down the state of California. And so we're talking today about the LA regional program. And then across some of our work that we've been able to do with helping contractors and small businesses and emerging contractors, we've been able to help contractors obtain over $1 billion in bond transactions with a loss ratio of 0.1%. And I'll explain what that means in just a minute. But in short, we know that the support and things we provide works, and we have not had any contractors who weren't successful on their project after coming to us, getting the services and resources that we provide. That I'm going to talk about now. And then we've done over $6 million in contract-based financing, which you will hear more about as we go through this presentation. So let's go to the next slide. All right, so the mission of the program is really to reduce barriers of bonding capacity and enable greater successful participation of small, local, women, disabled, veteran-owned businesses and public contract opportunities. In short, we try to do the best we can to provide services, support resources for small businesses looking to work on public contracts, and help you get as ready as possible to go after those contracts, bid on them, and get awarded and complete them successfully. So we do that through what we call the 4 pillars of contractor development, as you can see there. And I'll go through what each one of them means, starting with assessment and technical assistance. Next slide. But first, we're going to talk a little bit about the foundation of our program, which is bonding. So we're going to do a little bit about bonding basics. So what is it? What is bonding? It's a 3-party agreement that guarantees a contract completion. Some of the things you should know: it protects usually another party, not you as a contractor or someone who has to get bonded to do the work. You can't purchase a bond. You actually have to qualify for it. And then unlike insurance, it doesn't expect losses. Again, so it protects another party. So why do we need this? Why is it important? It's mandated on all public works projects, whether you're looking at the federal level, local, state. Each state varies, but there will be some type of bonding that will be required on a public works project. It ensures that the agreed upon price, the negotiated price, is what the project is finished at and what the product is delivered at. And then one of the most important things that is it can act as a pre-qualification tool for your business. So as your contract amounts grow and your bonding capacity grows, so will you be able to go to a company and say, hey, I've started at $100,000 bond level. Now I'm at 5 million, and they can track all the contracts and projects you've done all the way through those steps. And you can build credibility for your business in that way and your ability to complete projects. Next slide. So the first pillar, as I mentioned, assessment and technical assistance. So how this works, how the program works is you'll reach out to us, or you might see us somewhere. You'll say, hey, I want to enroll in the program. And so the first thing that'll happen is you'll get enrolled in the program. You'll fill out the enrollment form, and you'll get assigned a contractor development manager. It's like we like to call them, or CDM, as you might hear throughout the rest of the presentation. What they'll do is set up a meeting with you. You'll go through a business assessment. It'll outline all the things you need. They'll talk to you about the different types of projects you're looking for, what kind of work you want to do, and go through those details. From that, they'll build you a work plan. So that work plan will have everything you have and everything you need as far as to be ready to do business with public contracting opportunities. And so from there, you'll follow that work plan. Okay, so say like, hey, I need certification. So they'll tell you what certifications you need. We'll also offer assistance to help you get those certifications. You'll go through that work plan to get ready and have all those basic requirements and resources that you need so you can start going to look for projects, bidding on them, and things like that. We'll also do a contractor profile. So it's like a 1-sheet marketing page that you can use to help advertise your business when you go to different forums or events and things like that. You can even email them. And it just has all your information in one place for your business. And then we do bid opportunity referrals. So we get bid opportunities from everywhere, and that they're looking for specific types of work and different things. So we'll send that out as well and refer those to you for submission also. Next slide. Our second pillar is bonding, contract financing, and project assistance. So what we can do and how we can help you with bonding is, one, if you don't have it, we can help you secure bonding, so get bonding. We have a lot of surety partners that we work with that we can refer you to and work with you on and help you secure bonding. Or if you already have bonding and you're saying, hey, Carlos, or hey, CDAP, I've been at this level, I want to grow my bonding capacity, we can help you do that as well. We also have access to collateral support if that's needed for bid, performance, and payment bonds. If there are CPA prepared financial statements that you have to submit, we have a subsidy for one-time use that you can do, all as a part of being enrolled in the program. We can do contract review. We help support your projects. If your program bonded, so if you get your bond through us, we can help you with project support. You can also apply for a contract financing assistance program loans, as you'll hear more about that in just a moment. And then we also have a weekly newsletter that we call the LA Contractor Weekly that has all the events, projects, things you want to know about the industry in one thing in your inbox every Wednesday at 2 p.m. So that's something you get enrolled in as soon as you sign up for the program. Next slide. All right, and so we also, part of our project support, we do contract review. We do program bonded projects. So what does that mean? So first we'll start, once you get awarded, we will do a project kickoff. So we'll have a job start checklist that we'll develop with you so you understand, in what order things need to be done and where you are on the schedule and all those different things. We'll also invite the owner or the GC that you may be sub to if you're a sub on the project, just to make sure everybody's at the table, you understand what's going on and where you come in the project. And then we'll do reports. So we'll do contract reports and principal status reports. That's basically tracking the project from month to month or throughout the duration of the project. Billings and payments involved in that. We'll do monthly check-ins as well. We'll talk with you about the construction schedule so you understand impacts and what's before you, what's after you, if you go over the scheduled time, what that could impact, things like that. So we'll help you understand all of that. We'll do site visits if it's needed. So we'll come out and just make sure the relationship with you and the GC is good, and whoever you're working with is good to go. And then one thing that's a big thing I know for a lot of people is change orders. So we'll help you assist you with your change order log. We'll review it for you and review it with you to make sure that it's good to go and the project can get closed out successfully. Next slide. And with that, I'm going to invite my colleague, Ms. Janet Ramirez, up to talk a little bit more about contractor development, the contract financing assistance program.
Thanks, Carlos. Good afternoon, everyone. Janet Ramirez. I'm the contract-based financing analyst for one of our programs, which is CFAP, the Contractor Development Financing Program. So in order to qualify for this product, you would need to be enrolled in our contract development and bonding program. You must be an SBE. We do require that you try to pre-qualify before you are bidding, and by pre-qualification, what we mean is making sure that you're submitting your background information, your financial information, in order to speed up the process. Because how this program works is if you are in need of working capital or mobilization, or you need help with making those first deposits for your materials or any rented or leased equipment specific to the job that you're going to be awarded, we do need that contract in hand. So with that being said, the contracts that do qualify for this loan product are construction contracts. Once we determine the beginning cash that you would need, that is how we will determine what the loan value is required of you. A few things also to just be aware of if you are interested in this loan product. We do work with community development financial institutions. And with that being said is, even though we do require you to have a contract in hand, we still do a little background, just to make sure everyone is aligned with our protocol. So we will do like a UCC1 search. If you do have any tax liens or any judgments against your business, that will disqualify you from the program. But anything else we are able to kind of work through, but those would be the two factors that would kind of stop you from qualifying for our program. But just wanted to kind of make you guys aware of our guidelines. But once we move forward and you have that contract in place, all of the funds are allocated specifically for this one project. So the loan funds can only be used for payroll, materials, or any vendors that need to be paid. Currently, we only do one loan per project, so the loan amount would be $250,000 per project. We won't release all the money up front, so if you were to be approved for the $250,000 and you only need $50,000 to purchase material, then that is what would be allocated to you. The way the program works is there is third-party funds administration that is tied to the loan. So meaning everything would be paid on your behalf. You can see this as a back office service. So if you need to make payroll or pay your vendors, what you'll do is submit a draw request and they'll pay everything on your behalf. And the way it works is they'll pay all your bills, depending on how the loan is structured. If it's just interest, we'll make sure that we pay the lender, and then any profit and overhead for that month that's allocated, we'll obviously reimburse that to you. And then when it comes to interest rates for these loans, it's typically between 7% and 9.5%, along with origination fees. All of these fees are taken out of the initial loan proceeds. So nothing is really coming out of your pocket. And then once you pay off the loan, it really does improve your credit score, which is great because our goal is to get you commercially bankable. So this is a good track record to start with. And then again, this program is not just about making sure you have the funds to complete the job, but it's also teaching you cash flow management. So we'll teach you how to create a cash flow projection to make sure that you're allocating and you're making the correct profit on these jobs. Next slide. So very similar to what I just spoke on. However, this is the contract financing program, which is specifically geared for professional services. So this is if you were to get a contract with the city, anything that has nothing to do with construction. So if it's janitorial services or architecture or reporting or anything that has to do with professional services, we are able to assist. You do need to have a contract in place with the city of Los Angeles specifically. Your business does need to be located within the city or the county. And then again, funds would be allocated specifically to the project or contract that you have in hand. And then for this program, the max is $300,000 per loan per project. And then again, third-party funds administration is tied to it. So it's very similar. It's just, again, this program is geared for professional services only. And then the loan amount goes up to $300,000. So if this is something that you are interested in or just want to learn a little bit more, there is a website for this specific program. You can go to procurela.com/financing. So I'll hand it back to Carlos.
Thank you, Janet. So yeah, definitely want to make sure you guys take advantage of that. If that's something you know that you could utilize, reach out to us. That's part of some of the offerings we have here. So the third pillar is education, training, and contract support. So similar to workshops like this, we do one workshop every month. We actually have one tomorrow called Understanding Insurance for Contractors. So we do one workshop a month on different topics that are relevant to you as contractors. We do everything from insurance to bonding to marketing to change orders. So what we like to do is poll you guys and understand what you want to learn, what you want to hear more about, and we try to bring in industry experts for each of those topics to teach those. It's only 1 hour, 90 minutes, and just really overview of that topic, and you can also get more information. We do a construction training academy, so we're celebrating 11 years of that this now actually. So we've been doing a construction training academy for 11 years, and it's actually grown from bidding and estimating to contract award and management. And then the last few years we've added how to manage your job start, so how to get started on a job successfully, what all the things you need. And then we've added OSHA 30 as well, so someone from your team can actually get OSHA 30 as a part of this program. So part of our contract support is we also attend pre-bids. We'll do bid document review. So if you find a project that you're interested in, your CDM or contractor development manager will actually sit with you, review the bid, help you understand the plans and specs and identify risk and making sure you understand what's required so that your bid is responsive. And then we'll do a final review with your bid before you submit. One thing we don't do is authorize on numbers. So we don't say, hey, you should build $300,000 for this project, only because it's a conflict of interest for us, but also two, that's your responsibility. And so we don't want you to say, hey, you told me to build 300 and the person that won only bid 175. And so we'll give you some ideas and thoughts around the bid, but we won't advise you on numbers. That'll be solely up to you. on what you want to bid for the project. And then we'll do a post-bid debrief. So let's say you win, we'll talk about, what went right, why. And then we'll also talk about, if you weren't awarded, unfortunately, we'll talk about what went wrong, were you responsive, things like that. And then I mentioned a contract review as well. So we'll do that. We also have legal professionals as a part of our resource base that we can refer you to help you review contracts to make sure that what you're agreeing to is actually going to make you a profit and you're not just doing free work for somebody. Okay, next slide. And the last one is the Prime Partnership Program. So I mentioned a Construction Training Academy. For each of those sessions, we actually have the larger GCs send in their top estimators and vice presidents and people to come actually teach those classes. So you're learning those different topics from industry professionals, people that have been doing it for a long time, companies that have a foothold in the industry. And that allows us to set up matchmaking and referrals. So sometimes they'll ask, hey, do you guys have a list of concrete contractors, or do you have a list of fencing, or whatever they're looking for? And we'll send over everybody in our database, and they'll go from there and they'll say, hey, send everybody our pre-quals or our information. Here's what we have going on, things like that. We also have networking opportunities with public agency and staff and other contractors. So people at public agencies that can, get your business into the right spaces. We provide networking opportunities for that as well. So a lot here at the program, especially in the Prime Partnership pillar. And the next slide. So that's it. That's it. We have a lot happening here, a lot we can do and help you with. Again, as I always get the question, and I think Christy mentioned it earlier at the beginning, all of our services are free. There's no cost to them. All you have to do is enroll, and you get out what you put into it. So if you build a great relationship with your CDM, you'll get a lot out of this. So that's it. And so here's a way you can contact us to request an enrollment form. Renata is here in the chat and in the Q&A to answer any questions that we have. And we look forward to working with you guys and enjoy the rest of the presentations today.
Thank you so much, Carlos and Janet. I did want to share that we will be sending the slide deck as well as where to go to enroll in our follow-up post workshop email blast. So you will be receiving the deck. And I actually just want to pause one moment. Sorry, Kim, but we have received a few requests, of course, to return to the welcome video. So we would all like the opportunity to hear Councilmember Soto Martinez's remarks. So before we go into our wonderful presenters, I am going to attempt to play the welcome video directly from QuickTime so that it doesn't, I'm not sure if that's true, but it'll maybe give us a better chance of it not stalling out the PowerPoint. So just give me one moment. Got it right here. Okay, if you can't see it, then someone text me.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hugo Soto Martinez, Councilmember for the 13th District in the City of Los Angeles. It's a pleasure to welcome you, the contractors, entrepreneurs, and small businesses that help drive opportunity and economic growth throughout Los Angeles, to today's outreach workshop. Before joining the City Council, I spent many years as a union organizer, advocating for working people and helping create pathways to economic opportunity. That commitment continues today as we work to ensure that city investments create real benefits for local businesses, workers, and communities. That's why I'm pleased to partner with Merriweather and Williams and the Contractor Department and Bonding Program for today's workshop. CDAP provides valuable resources that help small businesses grow and compete for public contracting opportunities, including bonding assistance, contract financing, technical support, and connections to prime contractors and public agencies. This is an important time to get engaged as we prepare for major regional investments and the opportunities leading up to the 2028 games. There will be increasing demand for qualified contractors and businesses ready to participate. We want those opportunities to be accessible to local businesses, emerging firms, and entrepreneurs from every part of our city. So whether you're looking to secure your first public contract or expand your existing portfolio of work, I encourage you to take advantage of the information, resources, and networking opportunities available today. We want you bidding, we want you winning. We want that success to create stronger businesses, stronger neighborhoods, and a stronger Los Angeles for everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Now I'll turn it back to our host to get us started.
Okay, wow, it really was a wonderful welcome. So I am going to bring the PowerPoint back up and we can pick up where we left off. And with that, we will welcome Kim McAdams from the Business, Jobs, and Social Responsibility Department of LAWA. Welcome, Kim.
Hi, good morning. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kim McAdams, and I am with the Business Enterprise and Engagement Services team. We handle the business certification, community outreach, and small business support. I would like to thank Meriwether and Williams and Councilmember Soto Martinez for putting this workshop together. And we're excited to be here and be able to assist you with your new journey. Next slide, please. Our president, our CEO of Los Angeles World Airport, John Ackerman, states that as the international gateway to Southern California, LAX should reflect the vibrant diversity of Los Angeles. That's a quote from our CEO. Next slide, please. Our business, jobs, and social responsibility, our major initiatives is to transform outreach and engagement, build inclusive workforce and talent pipelines, modernize certification, advance inclusive growth, and enhance education, development, and technical assistance. That is our purpose. Give you a moment to just read over that. Next slide, please. Part of the global aviation and our community and opportunity, the city of Los Angeles owns two airports. We have LAX and Van Nuys. Our mission is connecting Southern California to the world while powering local jobs, opportunities, and inclusive growth. This is just a quick Photoshop of what's going on with our economic engine of Southern California here at LAX. These are the things that we move through LAX right now. Next, please. And through Van Nuys, which we call the heartbeat of our general aviation. It may be a smaller airport, but as you can see, there is a lot of economic impact going through our Van Nuys Airport as well. LAX is a long-term construction. We have a long-term construction market. We have over 30 billion in active and planned capital improvements. It's a continuous construction demand through the year 2028. So our work spans from airfield and utilities, terminals and vertical construction, roads, bridges, and landslide facilities. So there's a lot going on here at LAX and at Van Nuys as well. So you probably heard a lot about our acronym called MATOX. MATOX is a multiple award task order contract. What we do is we have pre-qualified firms through a competitive process. We issue task orders, and they're only awarded to the MATOC firms. Unfortunately, there's no guarantee of work, but it is a faster procurement because it enables us to, if there's an emergency or time-sensitive work, or phase projects, or small and medium prime contracting, we're able to get small subcontractors in to help those primes. Why this matters for small businesses is because most subcontracting opportunities currently flow through the MATOC system. Again, as I mentioned before, there are the three different types of constructions in a MATOC at LAWA. We have the horizontal construction, the vertical construction, and design build. For our design build MATOCs, as you can see, these are the firms that have been awarded a MATOC contract. So we have our large, our medium, and small. And currently, these firms are actively seeking subcontractors. So if you are a subcontractor and you are, a small business, and you're ready to become a small contractor with this City of Los Angeles, you can look at the different awarded primes, and you can sell yourself or to these primes. You can get your resumes together and go to the primes and let them know who you are. Give them your competitive statements and let them know what you've done, who you are, and give them your 3-minute elevator speech so that you can they can keep you in mind when there is a large when there's a project that needs to be done, and they'll remember you. They'll say, "Oh, I remember this person. I think they're qualified," and they will reach out to you because they need the help. Subcontracting opportunities. Subcontractors are needed for demo, electrical, mechanical, concrete, steel, finishes, and specialty trades. Many prime bills repeat sub benches, so don't wait for a bid. Build relationships early. Listen and learn what primes are and will be seeking. Upcoming MATOC task orders. Terminal asset renewals, electrical and mechanical upgrades, roofing, AHUs, hydraulic piping, in the CTA. There's road work and utility improvements, landslide and parking related projects. Here you see the upcoming MATOC project opportunities. And at the, I also have a QR code that you'll be able to use that QR code to get to this information. So don't worry if you're not able to get it right now, you will be able to access it. Next slide. Maybe asking yourself where to find LAWA opportunities. Knowing where to look is half the battle. LAWA's opportunities are distributed across multiple channels. We have Ramp LA, which is the Regional Alliance Marketplace for Procurement in Los Angeles. It's a free platform connecting small businesses to local government procurement opportunities. We also have Bonfire Procurement Platform. This is the platform that LAWA uses to manage competitive solicitations. We also have the LAWA Procurement Info site, and you can visit our lawa.org/business to access active solicitations and vendor registration. And our outreach and vendor fairs. LAWA and its prime contractors regularly host pre-bid conferences, vendor expos, and industry days. These are not optional events. They are events where relationships are made and contracts are won. Get a chance to meet the primes, and great events. You'll see a lot of the same people, but it's an advantage for you because, again, the more the primes see you out there, they'll know that you're hungry for work. So they will remember you and reach out to you. So again, the two most important platforms to seek opportunities is the Ramp LA for the City of Los Angeles, and we have Bonfire that handles our LAWA strategic sourcing events, so opportunities. Next slide. If you want to find LAWA opportunities, our current opportunities are located on our 36-month look ahead. So this gives you opportunities that LAWA has in LAWA's projects for at least 36 months ahead. So that gives you an opportunity to see things that are scheduled to come out and gives you an opportunity to get ready. So get ready to compete. Knowing about opportunities is one thing, but being positioned to win is another thing. And the next section is about building the foundation to access airport opportunities. This slide is very important to anyone that's ready to get started in government contracting, because we want you to be ready when the time comes. We don't want you trying to scramble at the last minute. You got to be ready when the opportunity presents itself. So capacity is what separates a business that can pursue opportunities from one that can win and deliver them. LAWA and its primes will probe your capacity in the 4 key dimensions. Invest in these 4 capacity areas and you will be successful. Make sure for financial capacity, make sure that your books are together, and connecting with Meriwether and Williams for your bonding, insurance, and if you're in construction, they can help you with all of that. Your line of credit, as you heard earlier, they can help you with loans. So you want to get all of that done ahead of time because this process is not an overnight process. It does take time. Also, your administrative capacity. You want to invest in a project management system, certified payroll software, or an HR infrastructure. LAWA compliance reporting is rigorous, so your back office must be contract ready. Also, your operational capacity. Document your equipment, your staffing models, quality control processes, and your ability to scale. Can you mobilize within 30 days? Can you handle multiple contracts simultaneously? And if you can't, the LAWA offers what is called first source hiring that can help you with your staffing once you are awarded a contract. And last is your strategic capacity. Know your niche, define your target contract range, and target clients to build a pipeline plan. Strategic businesses attend every relevant outreach event and maintain active relationships all year round. These are the four business capacities that will help you with your business and get you ready. Because again, it is a tedious process, but we want you to be ready when the time comes. LAWA also has our own certification department that can help you build visibility and access. So getting certified in different areas is very important. But remember, again, it is a tedious and long process. So getting ready now, getting everything together helps you to be ready when the time comes. And just at a glance, here's our business enterprise certification programs that the City of Los Angeles and LAWA offers, the different certification programs. And if you are interested in getting certified or need some assistance, on the screen you will see our email and contact information for the BCA or our LAWA certification team at the bottom. So these are people that are ready to help you get certified. So now that we've gone over the information, you are cleared for takeoff. You now have the map, the tools, and the runway. The only question is, are you ready for takeoff? Here are your 5 commitments that I will leave you with today. It's kind of like your homework so that you can get in the air, okay? So number 1, I ask that you register, create a profile on the Ramp LA and Bonfire this week. Number 2, can we go back one? Thank you. Number 2, build, strengthen your financial and operational and administrative capacities. Get contract ready ahead of time. Number 3, certify. Apply for every certification that aligns with your target client needs. Start now, because remember, processing takes time. And connect. Attend LAWA's outreach events, engage with primes, and join the Ramp LA's community. Relationships accelerate everything. And 5, compete. Submit your first bid or proposal, even if it's not perfect. Every bid teaches you how to win the next one, and you can always request a debrief so you can find out what you did wrong. So when the time comes, you're ready. And here are some QR codes for resources for Ramp LA. That will take you directly to Ramp LA. The second one will take you directly to Bonfire. You have Procure LA. We also have every other month, the first Wednesday of every month, we have what is called Doing Business with LAWA webinar. And that's where we teach you again how to do business with LAWA. And other resources, the certification program, and upcoming opportunities and events. Additional, we have our contracting development and bonding program, which is the Meriwether and Williams. We have the Mayor's Office of Small Businesses. We have jobs at lax.org and our certification office and our MATOC. Earlier, I told you that we have a QR code. So that's the QR code that will take you to the MATOC's opportunities webpage. Here's a couple of upcoming events LAWA will be at, and again, where you can join us and just, be a part of that outreach. All right, so our next slide, please. So I know this was a little lengthy, but I appreciate your attention. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope that we have given you enough to pack up your bags and get ready for takeoff. And thank you, Meriwether and Williams, and again, Councilmember Soto Martinez for putting this on today. And I will be around at Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kim. LAWA has so much to offer, so many diverse opportunities. So we're really grateful to have you all here to speak to the contractors. And with that, we will move on. We've got our next presentation from the Bureau of Contract Administration with Public Works. We'll welcome Hannah Ali to share about certifications. Welcome, Hannah.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hannah Ali, and I am a management analyst with the Bureau of Contract Administration, which is one of the departments under the Department of Public Works. BCA's Office of Contract Compliance oversees the certification program, so we'll be going over what that entails today. Next slide. So like what was mentioned in the previous presentation, certifications can boost your profile when it comes to these bidding opportunities, and they fall under a few different categories. So the first category is the ownership-based certifications, and we have the MBE, the WBE, the DBE, the ACDBE, and the DVBE through LAWA, and so those last two do fall under the airport realm. So with these certifications, the certification holder must belong to one of the presumed disadvantaged groups for that particular certification, as well as possess the licenses and/or credentials required to conduct that firm's business. So the owners must have at least 51% ownership and control. So for example, the spouse of the business holder cannot apply for the certification if they do not hold a credential specific to running that business. So we've had folks try to qualify for multiple certifications, but maybe with their partner, and that it will not work if that partner themselves does not hold that credential. Yeah. Next slide. So the second category are the location-based certifications, and to qualify for these certifications, the business must be headquartered in Los Angeles County. So we have our LBE, our LSB, and our LTE. So it's worth mentioning that for the LSB, that the previous year's gross income cannot exceed $6 million. Next slide. The last category of certifications are recognition-based certifications. So these recognition-based certifications are administered by other agencies that the City of LA recognizes. So those certifications include our SBE proprietary, which we have now heard from LAWA, and we'll be hearing from DWP and the Port. We have SBE, the EBE, the DVBE, and the LGBTE certifications. So if any of these certifications are held by your business from any of those recognized agencies, you must notify our team so we can apply that certification to your RAMP account. Next slide. So how to apply for these certifications? The first step would really be to create a RAMP account. So on the right side, we have an image of what you would see on the RAMP platform when you first get on the website. And you want to start a RAMP account first because that's where your certifications are going to be housed. So in the left-hand side, we have the paper submit by mail applications for those particular certifications. And those need to be submitted via mail with the required documentation. And the ones in the right-hand column online are going to be through your RAMP account. Next slide. So for more information, you may visit our website listed, bca.lecity.org/certification. It's actually now .gov, but either one will redirect you to the correct website. And you can email us any questions at bca.certifications@lecity.org. And that concludes BCA's portion. Thank you so much for your time and attention.
Thank you so much, Hannah, for joining us. We all know that certifications are sometimes tricky to navigate, but they're so useful to our small and diverse contractors. And then with that, we actually have our last presenter today, Jason Kim from the Supplier Diversity Office at LADWP, to share about some upcoming opportunities and really how to do business with LADWP. So welcome, Jason.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. As mentioned, my name is Jason Kim from the Los Angeles Department of Water Power, the Supplier Diversity Office, and I'm going to, again, go over how to do business with LADWP, just give you kind of just an overarching view of what it's like to do business with us, and also things that you may benefit you and may be of use to you while you look for contracts with the Department of Water and Power. Next slide, please. Just a quick overview of our department. We're the largest municipal water and power utility in the nation. We serve 4 million residents as well as businesses in Los Angeles. And I believe last year we awarded over $1 billion in contracts for goods and services alone. And that happens pretty much every year. What we buy, as you could imagine, as a utility, we buy a lot of materials and equipment. We dabble in a lot of public works and construction projects. We also have a lot of professional services and kind of the engineering and kind of technical fields. And also we also have miscellaneous and general services that we purchase as well. Next slide, please. How we buy. As you may already be familiar, we have 2 competitive solicitation methods. All of our purchasing is done through bidding. First of them being the invitation for bid, the IFB, which usually materials and larger construction projects are usually IFB. Requests for proposals, which are have a different awarding criteria than IFBs. Well, IFBs are awarded based on basically lowest submitted bid. Requests for proposals have condition. They have outlines for what they're looking for specifically. It's not just price-based. For the award, for a successful award, request for proposals, it's mostly for professional services and things of the like. So those are the 2 methods into how we buy. Next slide, please. How to participate in our contracts. You can find our contracting opportunities, the bids, on rampla.org. This is for the entire city of Los Angeles. Any contracting that the city does, as well as our department, will be on RampLA. If you haven't created a profile already, I highly suggest it. It's quick and easy. It's free, as Kim already had mentioned. You can view open contracting opportunities on RampLA. You have to create a profile to be notified of new postings based on the NAICS codes that you enter. You can also download and submit bids online, obviously. I believe you're also able to look at past bids or past bidding documents as well. So that helps because you can kind of look into the historical and see what the contracts, what the qualifications were, and things like that. So the historical bids may help as well. So that's all on Ramp LA. ERSP, the Electronic Request Solicit Procure system, is our in-house system for LADWP. All of our large contracts end up on Ramp. But some of our smaller dollar contracts are only on ERSP. So, I mean, if you bid with us, you'll end up on ERSP anyway. So if you're looking to land a project with us, you might as well just register with LADWP. It's very similar to Ramp. You create your own profile, just basic information, and you can kind of do the same things that you would do on Ramp on ERSP. It's just our in-house system. But yeah, that's how you would participate in our contracts. Next slide, please. This is probably of most interest to most people. This is supply line. This is our 18th month look ahead of all the contracting opportunities that we're going to publish in the near future. I believe the third quarter one was released not too long ago. So it's updated. It's not just the second quarter. Now we have the third quarter up there. So I would highly suggest you go and check that out. If you scan that QR code there, it'll take you straight to supply line. It's split up into 3 different sections: power, water, and joint. Those are just the kind of the sub departments we have within our department. Obviously, all the construction and kind of the heavy duty things will probably be listed under the power and water systems. Joint is kind of everything in between: admin, marketing, communications, customer service, things like that. So if you're looking for construction projects, I suggest you look in the water and power, although there sometimes are construction projects also listed under joint. That supply line, again, that's an 18th month look ahead of all the contracting opportunities we're going to publish. Next slide, please. This is just a quick screenshot of supply line. Again, as I mentioned before, split into 3 systems and also subsections. You'll see that they'll be listed as under construction invitation for bid or materials invitation for bid or RFP for services, things like that. So once you kind of look through it, you'll kind of get a better idea as to what you're looking at. But yeah, again, supply line, that's probably the best place to start other than Ramp. Just 2 quick projects I want to highlight. The Mission Wells Chlorination Station. This project is an estimated $15 million. This is for the new I believe this is for the construction of a new facility for chlorination. This is the water system. Anticipated advertisement date is October 2026. This is mostly a construction project with a couple technical components there. So if you're looking for construction opportunities, look into this project. Next slide, please. And this is the design build services for the Western District Yard facility. I believe this is also a water project. This is just, again, pure construction, I believe. This is for a yard facility for the water system. There's a lot of construction opportunity here. So, I mean, as you can see, the cost estimate, it's massive, $308 million. The anticipated advertisement date for this one will be earlier next year. So look out for that as well. But I wanted to say in this quarter's supply line, there's a lot of repeat construction ones that I may have covered or you may have seen in the past. I want to say there's a lot more professional services. So if you're in the professional services industry, I would highly suggest looking at supply line. There's not only construction, but there's actually a lot more professional services going out these days. Again, they're a little more technical and more engineering based, but if you are in those industries, I highly suggest you look at those as well. Next slide, please. I just want to quickly go over the SBDB participation program. So this program, basically, in short, every contract over $150,000 for services, construction, and rentals with operators, the department sets aside a certain percentage of that contract that specifically has to be subcontracted out to SB or DVB certified firms. So basically, I just wanted to cover this just to let you know that if you are or if you are maybe qualified to be a SB or DVB certified firm, I suggest that you seek those qualifications. Hannah already kind of covered that already, but it's to your benefit that you have that certification because, again, the primes are incentivized to subcontract a portion of that contract to SB DVB certified firms. So I highly suggest this. It's a requirement of the contract, so it must be fulfilled by the end of contract term. So, again, this is to your benefit. So if you are certified as a SB DVB, be sure to market yourself that way to LADWP primes as well. Next slide, please. Just some quick contact information. Our office can be contacted at supplierdiversity@ladwp.com or contacted at the phone number there, listed there. If you have general purchasing, general procurement questions, those questions could be sent to Perch Bids at the LADWP Vendor Liaison Center, perchbids@ladwp.com, at that phone number listed there. And I believe that's it for me. I'll hand it back over to you.
Yes, thank you so much. I wonder if I'm unmuted. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jason, for joining us and for sharing about these new opportunities and supply line. We have one more portion before we move to the Q&A, and that is a short video testimonial from a CDAP contractor, just to give you an idea of how some real firms are working with the program.
My name is Jacqueline Pruitt. I'm president and CEO of Marvelous Steel Placers. The program has been very instrumental in that, providing seminars, workshops, and trainings in regards to bidding and estimating, how to get a bond, even what a bond was, why do you need a bond? And also contract review. Contract is very large and you have to pretty much have a lawyer look over it. But they've provided services to me to assist in going over the contract and getting a better understanding of what it is that I'm getting into. It's very important for the city of LA and Metro and other agencies to invest in this program and other programs like this. Although the program is free, it is very valuable to me in helping start my business and obtain bonding. I'm very grateful for the services that have been provided and the care and support that were given by everybody at the program. I've had a wonderful experience with the contractor development and bonding program. I would suggest, I recommend, I refer everybody that I know that wants to start any type of business to this program because it has been very, very helpful and the growing and the development of my company. And I look forward to the days to come that we continue to grow and develop this company together. Had it not been for this program, I don't think that I would be as far along as I am today.
Okay, wonderful. And with that, we will move on to the Q&A segment. So I'll invite Renata Torres, who I sort of introduced earlier, is one of our contract development managers, and she will read off the questions in the chat or any unanswered questions left in the Q&A. And if you have a question for LAWA or for LADWP or BCA, just go ahead and note that in there and we'll direct the question to our presenters. Welcome, Renata.
Thank you, Christy. Okay, I believe this question is for Hannah. It says, for the Los Angeles County-based small goods commodity supplier, is the recommended path LBE first, then LSB? And does that lead to any automatic SBE and LSBE recognitions with LAWA? Hannah?
Hello? Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes.
So as far as wow, that's a really good question. I feel like that's might be something for our certifications analysts. The usually depending on the certification you're looking to obtain, it might be best to go. I would start with the simplest certification to apply for first, so that way you understand the process, and then go from there. It's because law also too has its own, so you might have to look and see which certifications are that you're eligible for and that align with your business, and then see if you can build upon it. If it also helps, on our certification website with BCA, we do have a resource that we call it our interagency chart, and that interagency chart has a list of the recognized agencies that we work with, so that way you can kind of plan your path for certifications. So if there's one that you already hold from one agency, then you can apply it to your RAMP account with us.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Hannah. We did have another LADWP, but Jason, thank you so much. He did provide the answer via the chat. So as of right now, there are no pending questions. Wait, let me see one more. I do see one. It says any opportunity for moving or logistics company. Not sure if any of our agencies would like to touch on this, on any opportunities for moving and logistics.
For LADWP specific contracts, for logistics specifically, like freight and things like that, I see that a lot on subcontracting. I don't think we have direct contracts for logistics and things like that. So I think you might have to look for contracts within, yeah, subcontracting. I see a lot of freight logistics stuff on material contracts where we're buying large pieces of equipment. Obviously that has to get freighted over from where the manufacturer is to the site, the job site. So there's a lot of logistics there. So I would look at some of the equipment and larger material contracts.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, so this question is any benefit for non-construction businesses to enroll in the program? So although we won't deny an enrollment completely within, when you do, we do let you know that our program focuses on construction firms or professional services that provide services within the construction industry. You will be added to our database if we do receive your enrollment form, and you would see information regarding our events and workshops. If there's a workshop that only pertain to construction firms, that would be like the only requirement to attend specific workshops, but we will still extend an invitation, such as we did for this workshop. But I do want to emphasize that a lot of our services are centered for construction firms. Hope that answers your question. And let me just double check. Okay, as of right now, Christy, I don't see any other questions.
Okay, thank you, Renata. So with that, oops, wow, I really ended it. We have reached the end of the presentation. I'll just leave this up for a moment. It's got our contact info, but as I said, we will be sending a copy of the presentation. You can get all those QR codes that everyone shared, as well as the link to join the program and a good contact. And you can also just write back to that. You can also just reach out to IMWIS Info if you have any questions, or if you would like to join, and someone will get back to you. So thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great evening, everyone.